Here, is this thing working? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome everybody to another fun-filled day of merriment and kumbaya by the campfire. How you doing? It's Thursday, February the 20th, 2025, and all is well. Nothing going on to worry about whatsoever. Everything is just fine. We have a new friend that we've been introduced to this week, our closest, newest ally, Mr. Vladimir Putin, and he and our friend in Washington are going to make everything better now. And thank God democracy rules. I'm just so glad we got rid of those other dictators. So we don't want to deal with them anymore. And, we'll just make it all fine. Welcome to the party, pal. Is it a party that you thought you were invited to? Or did you think the party that you were invited to was actually this party? Or were you into another kind of a party? I don't know. Welcome all to the program. We're negative on the Dow, the S&P, and NASDAQ right at the moment. And it looks like the negativity is growing as far as the indexes. The Dow's down 143. It was down about 100 points a little while ago. Now it's down about 143 points, a third of a point. S&P is down almost a third of a point, and NASDAQ a quarter of a point negative. Oil up 12 cents a barrel at the moment. The big news this morning, actually, has nothing to do with geopolitics. It has everything to do with Walmart. Walmart. Good old Walmart. Everybody knows about who they are. Walmart, the shares right now are in the pre-market at $95.80, $95.80. They're jumping around quite a bit here. They're down 7.88% at the moment. They were trading at 94.89 and around 95.15 ish, and then they rallied to 96.80, and now they're back down again to 95.80. We're down almost 8%. The company is not giving out the kind of guidance that the street wants to hear. That's an issue. They're forecasting earnings to fall for the first time in 3 years going forward. Outlook is coming up short. I'm just reading some headlines here. They're all over the place. There's the CEO is desperately trying to talk the stock up right now, or has been on their conference call. They're trying to make it all seem fine, all is well. It's kind of like Kevin Bacon in the movie, in the movie with John Belushi, the college movie. All is well. The riots in the streets. My brain is so scattered I can't even think of movie titles anymore. Anyway, Walmart sees first quarter adjusted earnings per share at 57 to 58 cents when the consensus was 65. So there you go. The street was expecting 65 cents a share coming up in the next quarter, and the company is at least 10% below that at the very least. And this is a shot across the bow. Look, the stock, Walmart, is trading at 42 times earnings. The movie was Animal House, by the way. Animal House. All is well. All is well. Walmart stock is trading at 42.7 times earnings. All is not well. Walmart should be at 16 times earnings. Should be a third of that. A third. The stock is 92. It should be $35 a share. Max. On results. If their results are dropping 10%, their net earnings, then they have to drop to $28 to $30 a share to be realistically priced. But you could argue, well, no, I think the street should hold Walmart at these high prices because of the dividend they're paying. They just increased their dividend by 13% this morning. Oh, the shareholders got a 13% raise today. Now they're going to yield 1% on the value of their stock. That is the yield. You buy Walmart for the dividend, you're getting 1% a year on your stock as a dividend. Is that why you're buying this stuff? Why would you do that? Why don't you just dump this stock and buy treasury yields at 4.5% to 5%? You can buy ETFs out there, BILs, and probably get close to 5% on your money paid monthly. You don't have to wait. You have to wait every quarter to get a quarter of 1% from Walmart. Why don't you buy BILs and get a chunk of 5% every 30 days? Yeah, that's 5 times better than Walmart. Putting your money into the treasury market. You want to put your money into corporate bond funds that are ETFs that pay monthly, 7 to 8%. 7 to 8%. That's 8 times as much return than Walmart. And they're going to go down this coming quarter. What do you think the likelihood of Target having a good report is? What do you think the likelihood of every retailer all this year beating estimates and putting out rosy projections? Every retailer in the United States, private, public, mom and pop, and megalith, are all running into one problem, one little issue that they're all wondering about. The issue is that their suppliers that supply them with their merchandise are all saying to them the same thing. I don't know what the prices are going to be 3 months from now. I don't know what my prices to you are going to be this summer. I don't know what my prices are to you this fall because of tariffs. Tariffs being applied to not only China, but everybody else. Everything we import into our country could become 10 to 30% more expensive at the wholesale level, not the retail level. I want to wake you guys up with a dope slap and say, look, when you walk into Target or Walmart or Costco or anywhere else, the prices you see on the shelf when you've got your shopping cart and you're going to put the item in your shopping cart, the price of that item has been jacked up at the wholesale level, the importer level. This is several levels behind where you are. So when a container comes off a ship in Long Beach, California, and is put on the shore of the United States, that everything inside that container has already been assessed a tariff to the importer. It's already in there. And that means if this pen has a 3-cent pen tariff charge added to it, by the time it goes from the importer to the distributor that imports 1 million of these, they're going to upcharge their next client 6 cents a pen more. Then it goes to Staples and it goes onto the hook at Staples. You are going to pay 12 cents more for this pen. Right? This is a 49-cent pen, a 30-cent pen, and you're going to pay $1.29 for this thing. You're going to pay a lot more money. Everything down the line, by the time it reaches the shelf, has been marked up by the importer, the distributor, the warehouser, the shipper, everywhere. And the tax money that went to the U.S. Treasury was 3 cents a pen. The folks in Washington are saying, we're only adding 3 cents to the cost of the pen, you know. Yeah, but you, as the final buyer, are paying 12, maybe 15 cents more for this thing. So the U.S. government gets 3 cents, okay? That 3 cents, added up with everything else coming through, is supposed to be enough money to help balance the budget along with cuts and spending cuts. It's all going to work out. Also, this pen now being sold for $1.29 instead of 49 cents or whatever the price is. To get the pen at 69 cents now, you have to buy a pack of 6, you know, all this stuff. This is how you create jobs in the United States, by making pens in the United States. And now you don't have to import them anymore. And this is true with every other product out there. The whole master plan: build factories in the U.S., make product in America with American labor, and Americans will buy American-made product, and we're no longer subject to import, unfair trading practices, and all this other good stuff. Unworkable. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. At the end of the day, here's the deal. the American public and the Canadians, but Americans, Canadians, and Germans and French and British, we're the winners. We're winners because our currencies, the euro, the pound, the Canadian dollar, American dollar, other first world countries, the Japanese yen, we are the winners because our currency is desired by everybody else. There are only a handful of top-notch economies on the planet. They call them the G7 for a reason. They are the strongest economies in the world. Then there's the G20. There might be another 10 or 20 countries beyond that, maybe. And then there are the other 120 countries that are not the first world leading countries of the world. And those countries have 5 billion people versus 2 billion people, or is it 6 billion versus 1.5 billion? The high-end countries have the smallest population numbers, have the highest number of well-to-do winners. And as a North American, as an example, we can afford to buy these at whatever price they come in at. A 3% duty isn't going to stop us. But our currencies are welcome overseas, and we have the ability to buy everything we need for our enjoyment of a first world luxury lifestyle compared to people living on the streets or in grass huts or whatever you want to call it. We have the luxury life, and we're now trying to punish ourselves for it. We're trying to blame ourselves for this through our own politics. It's just mind-blowing to me. I would rather that this sweatshirt be made in Pakistan, be made in Bangladesh, be made in Indonesia, wherever it's made. I'm happy that it's made there so that we can go to our Walmart store and buy a blank sweatshirt for $14.99. You go to your Michael's craft store, you can buy a blank t-shirt for what, $6? I'm happy that's the way it is. I don't want to buy this product from a Virginia, North Carolina, Quebec, Canada manufacturer for $29.99. I don't want to pay $29.99 for this. I'd rather pay $14.99 for this, or $9.99, or $12.99. I'd rather buy all my kitchen stuff from overseas makers. I'd rather buy all my IKEA furniture from third world makers, second world manufacturers. And I would rather that my talents, my fellow man in North America that produces the most incredible software in the world. We produce some of the best quality products man-made has ever made in the history of mankind. That product gets exported around the world and is paid for in our currency. I'd rather have that deal. I'd rather have a trade deficit with the world. As long as the world wants my money, I'm happy with this arrangement, because it means I don't have to have politicians who have to make deals with business people to create factories, to hire $12 an hour slaves to make household crap, where the people who work in these factories will never pay tax. I mean, think about it. If you're making $12 an hour, you're making $100 a day, $500 a week, $25,000 a year. How much income tax does a $25,000 an hour person pay if there's a husband and a wife with 2 kids? 50 grand in the household with 2 children with all the deductions? They don't pay any tax. There's no income tax in the $25,000 a year bracket that any government can take. So where's the win? Where's the payoff here? If these jobs paid $100,000 a year to make t-shirts and sweatshirts and forks and knives and pots and pans, oh, then there's something to it. But there aren't any of those jobs doing this kind of stuff. No. And when you can bring a pot with, the Teflon coated and all that crap with nice handles and it's all shiny with chrome on top, you can bring a pot into the United States for $2, $2.50 landed, and you can retail it for $24.99. There's somebody making money. Now, there's somebody paying taxes. maybe. But there's no taxes in making the damn thing. Not a penny whatsoever. And so what do you end up having? You have to have states fighting against states to get factories built in their hometowns. You're giving away tax revenues, tax incentives. You're giving away to get people to come in and open a factory in your town. And it's a race to the bottom. It's an absolute race to the bottom where no one is going to make money at the end of the deal anyway. The factories won't even sell enough shirts to make it pay. They're gonna take their tax advantages, and then they're gonna walk. Even if they're dumb enough to even open in the first place. That's my take on it. We're better off bringing cars in from overseas at half the price we can make them. We're better off bringing in Chinese electric vehicles for $20,000 each, so we can pay $25,000 for a brand new car, a brand new SUV, a brand new whatever you need. Have it made in China. I don't care. Let the Chinese make all this product, so that they're too busy making cars for us than making bullets to take other countries over. I'd rather have that, because what we make money on, we keep making money on, and we'll keep. The richer they are, whoever they are, the more they can afford our stuff. It's a win-win. If your country that is beating you on imports is making a lot of money, they will buy your stuff too. They can afford to buy the stuff you do. Because what Canada and the US and Britain and Germany and France and Italy and Denmark and all of these countries make some really good stuff, really good high-end stuff, engineering and architectural and structural and bridges and tunnels and all these systems. We really make a lot of money producing high-end first world stuff, and we need our customers to be able to afford it. But right now, that's not being done. We have leaders in some countries, and especially in America, looking at the 1950s as the good old days. The 1950s. I'm sorry, they weren't the good old days. So few people are alive today who were adults then that they can't tell you the truth about what it was really like in the 50s. Look, if you were 30 years old in 1955, the year I was born, if you were 30 years old then, you knew what was going on in the 1950s as an adult. I'm 70 this year. That means people who are 100 years old can tell you what it was really like in 1955. How many 100-year-olds do you know you can have a deep discussion with for an hour that know their names, are alive, won't fall asleep 15 minutes after you see them? 100-year-old people are the only ones now that were around in 1955. We've passed all that. But it's so convenient to talk about, let's go back to the good old days. The problem is that the good old days were tough times, and we just came out of a Second World War, and there were still shortages of all kinds of things, and the Brits just came off of their coupons, rationing books in '54. They could now buy sugar for the first time, unlimited, all the sugar you want to buy. They were broke. They couldn't afford any sugar. They bought enough sugar for today. This week, we go to Costco and buy 10-pound bags of the stuff now. We take it for granted. And we're told that it was way better back then. Really, really. Do you know that travel was forbidden by most countries? You couldn't leave Britain and go to Germany or France or anywhere on a holiday because you wouldn't be allowed to leave with more than 10 or 20 pounds in your pocket. There were currency restrictions. There were no credit cards. There was no way to take money with you on a holiday, so you couldn't go anywhere. You were stuck at home for a decade after the war. Those are the good old days. Really? It's unbelievable. Anyway, let's talk about something good, Bruce. Talk to us about how great our stocks are going to be and how rich we're going to get. Well, if the market is topping out right now and Walmart is warning us that we can't hit our numbers, might be that the markets are overpriced and we might have a correction. And at the moment, we're down 1/4 to 1/3% on all the indexes. All right. Sofi. I've got good news for you on Sofi. As a matter of fact, I always have good news for you on Sofi. And I will always probably have for the next 2 years very good news for you on Sofi. The stock is going to go a lot higher in price as the street, quote unquote, the market, figures out just how well the company is going to do going forward. They've done very well already the last 3 years. If you take the look at the trajectory of the company from 2021 to now, 2025, you will say, oh, wow, they went from 2 million members to 10 million members. Well, that's pretty good. They went from X amount of money to this amount of money in gross revenues. That's pretty good. They're making money. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. The next 3 years will be just as good, if not better. And so the stock will continue to go higher. It's at 1601 right now. Yeah, okay. We'd love it to be at all-time record highs every single day. It's at 1601. A year ago, it was $6, whatever. I have good news. You're going to make a lot of money on Sofi. I don't know the next shoe to drop on Sofi. I keep waiting. I keep wondering, when do they announce a major capital cash grab? When do they announce something like a $5 billion financing funded by a capped call option program that takes the stock from where we are now to $50 a share? All told, it'll mean 200 million free trading shares to 250 free trading shares, 250 million free trading shares off the market to institutions in lieu of a $5 billion cash injection into the company, which will allow them to loan out $35 billion more dollars, because that's how banks do it, 7-for-1 rollover. So if Sofi can lend out $35 billion more in the next year into the market at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12% interest, higher rates, these guys are going to make a fortune, which means shareholders are going to have a much more valuable corporation. I don't know when this happens. I'm just waiting. I'm just here. I'm here. Why GameStop doesn't buy 10% of this company, I don't understand it. I don't understand this idea of infatuation with GameStop talking about, or the talk about GameStop getting into crypto stock or cryptocurrencies. I don't know why. It's at what is it, $96,000 for crypto? I don't even know. What's Bitcoin at now? I don't know. $97,444. Do you want to buy into crypto now with GameStop's $4.6 billion? Is now the time, now that it's at almost $100,000? Why not buy 10% of Sofi? It's $1.6 billion. Just buy 100 million shares at $16. It's $1.6 billion. They got 4.6 sitting in the bank account. Sofi is going to go to 100 a share in the next 2 years. And GameStop will be up, 7 times their money. They'll take $1.6 billion and it'll be worth 7 plus 4, it'll be worth $12 billion in the next couple of years, which takes GameStop from $4.6 billion plus to a $15 billion market cap company on cash or equivalent. Why not do that? So easy. I keep saying this. They should have bought 10% of the company when it was $6 a share a year ago, 7 a share, 8 a share. They could have bought it for 700 million, 800 million. Even 1.6 billion right now is a joke. There's 125 million shorted on Sofi. This thing is going to go ballistic. You thought Palantir had a good run from 15 to 70 to 80 to 120. Had a bad day yesterday, but so finally got a bit of a pullback. Finally, Palantir's going to 200 a share later this year, next year, probably. The hype alone. But the fundamentals of Sofi will take it to 50 to 100 a share. The fundamentals, not hype, not hope, not a magical federal program to invest in whatever. Sofi doesn't need the federal government for anything. The Sofi is servicing people, and they are flocking to this service. So, okay, there's that. Have any of you written cash secured puts on Super Microcomputer? I think some of you did. I tell you, to be honest with you, things have been happening at light speed in every area of the world that I sometimes lose track as to what the hell's been going on lately. I have to do, I have to use my finger here on my big ass iPad, and I have to hit the last 5 day chart on Super Micro just to see where it was a week ago, because I don't remember. Well, it was $40 a week ago. It's 58 today. It got up to 66 yesterday for, a couple hours. It got up there. It could well go beyond that, but $58 a share from 40. Holy crap. Then I hit my chart. I use my finger to hit the chart to go to 1 month. And I note that a month ago, on the February the 3rd, that's not even a month ago, 17 days ago. 17 days ago. That includes weekends. February the 3rd, the stock was under 30 a share. It was in the 20s. It's $58 a share. I know some of you wrote cash secured puts. You were writing 25s and 30s, and some of you were boldly writing 35s. If you haven't rolled those, I can't help you. If you have taken my classes and you're hanging out here with the winners that are option writers, and you've done what you are supposed to be doing, you see a stock take off, you are supposed to roll your put contracts. You let them fall in value and then roll into higher strikes to take more money off the table, and let them fall off in value as the stock keeps going, and then you buy them back for lower and you write another batch for higher money yet again. You are supposed to take in at least $3 for every $5 upward movement. The thinking here is there should be some of you here who may have hauled in already $15 a share in net profits just on this run up. You should be there. Now, I don't know how many of you wrote cash secured puts. I don't know. If you're now looking to do credit spread trading on super micro, you could do calls at 80. Theoretically, you could try to go to 80, but you could also just do puts. You can do puts in the 30s and 40s, high 40s. I think you'll do very, very well. But check your option chain and find out what your returns can be. Some of you, I think, could be hauling in 10% every week or two. Easy return on credit spreads, again and again and again and again, going forward for a long, long time. Let me know how you're doing. Let's see what plays out. Thank you for joining me this morning. Let's take a look at the rest of this market, stocks we like to follow. Now that Russia is our ally and we're going to defeat Ukraine together, we're all going to finish that dictator off and all of those terrible policies. We've finally seen the light. Let's see what the market's thinking here. Rocket Lab is up 26 cents, but it was down $1.80 yesterday. Sofi's down 18. GameStop's down 15 cents. These are all pre-market quotes. Matterport down 6. 23andMe is up 26 cents, but it's only $2.98. Spire is now $12.66. I saw it shooting $13 this morning. I saw some trades at 13 on Spire. That was down to what, $9.40 a week ago? Anyway, Smart Rent, I've got it at 162. Apple down $1.16 this morning. Tesla is up 150. Microsoft up 50 cents. Alphabet, that's Google, down 35 cents. Amazon down $1.94. Nvidia up 90. And then Facebook having a tough time. Got up to 741 for the all-time high. Closed at 703 last night. Now 698. So we're under more pressure on Facebook. Maybe profit taking coming in, but on the other hand, maybe some of these stocks are like a lot overpriced and they really need to be pulled back a bit here. Anyway, Super Micro right now down 205 at 58.20. What a run that has had. AST Space Mobile Inc. 3103 down 15 cents. I believe this was a $18 stock when we talked about you guys writing cash secured puts, 15s, 17s, 19s, 20s, 22s, 25s. There should be rollovers happening there. AI down 34 cents to 30.43. Palantir's down 305 this morning, 109.01 after closing at 112 last night. The high for Palantir so far has reached 125. So we're already down $16 from its all-time high, or I'm not sure if that's an all-time high. Maybe I'm wrong. Has it ever been this high? No, this is all-time high. Yeah. Back in 2021, Jan 21, it was $35.18, $34, $35. Those are the all-time highs. You could have bought this in January 23 for $640. You could have had it in January 24 for 16.76. Now it's 109. I think another stock's around $16 that could go to 109. What's that stock called? Sofa? No, not Sofa. Soda? No. Sofi. Yes, Sofi. $16 now, on its way to $109. Could be this year. Could be. Well, if only people listened. MicroStrategy, the crypto follower, it's up 378 after losing 15 yesterday. So Micro's had an interesting run. Rumors about GameStop being involved in Micro, I don't know. Unity down 15 cents. Goldman down 50 cents. Cisco off 14 cents. The spiders are down 149 in the pre-market to 611.44. The Qs are under pressure, down 82 cents to 538. Spider hit highs yesterday, new highs. Those were reported. The high yesterday, 613.23. We're now at 611.43, down 149 this morning. Well, we'll see how that plays out. We sure will. Netflix down 75 cents. Pfizer's off 2 cents. Arc Innovations is off 20. IBM down 94 cents. Uber down 15. HPQ up 7. Home Depot down 113. Vanik Semiconductors is up 90. Adobe down 17. And Enphase is up 43 cents. There you go. By the way, Palantir, I'm not trying to pick on them. It's not my purview. It's 109.58. I'm not trying to pick on these guys, but they're trading at a PE multiple of 592. Okay, 592 PE multiple on Palantir. Okay, I believe that our friends over at Sofi. I believe Sofi has every opportunity to double their earnings this year through the entire 2025. I think they can double their earnings. Now, Sofi is trading at 43.5 times earnings. If they double their earnings this year, and I think they'll easily do that, that means they're trading at 21 times earnings, roughly 21.7 times earnings at $16 a share. Okay. And I think they'll double their earnings in 2026 again. So maybe they're trading at 11 times 2 years earnings. I don't think Palantir will be anywhere near 11 times earnings in the next 2 years. I think at the 592 times earnings, that next year they might trade at 250 times earnings, and the year after that they'll trade at 130 times earnings, but nowhere near 40 times earnings that SoFi is trading at now, and nowhere near 11 times future earnings that SoFi is already trading at. So Palantir is overpriced, overhyped, with all kinds of speculation on just how great it's going to be. Make America great again. SoFi is not trading like that. SoFi is trading on its fundamentals. Boring as hell to talk about, and boring as hell to try to get you excited. But it pays the bills. And if you're an option writer, you're going, that's okay, Uncle Bruce. You know what? I see stocks going nuts out there. I really do. I've seen all kinds of stocks have crazy runs. But deep down inside, I also know that if I'm going to be an option writer and I'm going to put my career on it, I'm going to bet my career on writing options for a living. I really want to be able to sleep at night. I really want to have a steady, guaranteed income stream all the time, no matter what the markets do or what politics happen or what anyone says. I want to be able to know that next week I'm going to make more money. Next month I'm making even more money. I don't have to go back to work in an unsure environment, perhaps. You're going to be conservative. And if you're following me and you're really following me and you're unshakable, you're not going to be pushed out of a conservative option program into Wild West speculation. You're going to stick around here and you're going to make a ton of money. You're going to be a conservative option writer. And your friends at parties or your friends on the first tee at the golf course, or the 19th hole on a golf course, or whatever. There will be friends out there, associates, people, former coworkers, some of which will say to you, oh, I played this market last week. I was buying and selling the stock. Oh, it ran up and down $10, $15 a share. Oh my God, I was all over that. I know a guy, these are the stories you're going to hear. I know a guy, to quote George Clooney in Ocean's 11 or whatever. I know a guy who made all kinds of money in the market. I know a guy who lost all kinds of money in the market. You're going to be the person who says to yourselves, I know a guy, I know a gal that made 10 grand last month writing stock options. And I can't explain it to any of you because none of you have an attention span longer than 8 seconds to listen to me to tell you how I made $10,000 last month, or $15,000 last month, or $30,000 last month. None of you have the attention span of a gnat to listen to me because you're going after the get-rich-quick scheme, and you're lost in your Kool-Aid. You're drinking too much of your Kool-Aid. You're drunk. It's okay, everybody. Welcome to the niche channel called Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to the world where you write options and where you act as a casino, and you're not all that flashy. You're not a show-off. You're not looking for attention. You don't want a statue in your honor in your hometown. You want to make a killing in this market, and you would like to go about your business without being pestered on the street by paparazzi and all kinds of autograph seekers. You want to make the kind of money that people out there have been making that you've only dreamed about making yourself, where you can, whenever you want to, you're in a position going forward that any time you want to, you can buy virtually any automobile you want. Any automobile you've always wanted. You've always wanted a model this or this kind of car or that kind of SUV, or that kind of a truck. You've always coveted something like that. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you are now in a position today to buy that entity with cash. You can, anytime you want, you can walk into a furniture store and point at an electrically powered sectional sofa with all the bells and whistles on it, and it's $4,500, and you can say, I'll take that. You can wait, you now know, you can wait for the sale of a bed, a TV, barbecue, end of the year blowout, whatever, and you can walk into any location or online and go click, 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 I'll buy that, I'll buy that, I'll buy that, and it's paid for because of your option trading profits. In the past, you had to wait for the middle of the month to get your middle of the month paycheck, or you had to wait till the end of the month, or you had to wait until your annual bonus, but you didn't know what your bonus was going to be, or you knew, I'm getting a bonus, but I don't get it until May the 1st. I have to wait until May the 1st until I get my bonus check. And then I'm going to buy what it is I want to buy. Once a year, you have an opportunity. Not anymore. Not anymore. You make now so much more money than you need to live on. You are compounding your returns, and you're actually talking yourself out of spending some of your winnings because you want to keep compounding the wins. You're like anybody else. You're greedy, and you want to win, but you're smart. You're a very greedy, smart person by compounding your wins in a conservative way so that you're saying to yourself, I'll buy that new sectional, but I'm going to wait a couple more months because I want to have another $50,000 in my account first before I spend $5,000 on anything. I know how you think. I get it. I understand it. It's all right. It's quite all right. Welcome to your party, pals. I'm glad you're here. The Magnificent Seven stocks, they're all under pressure this morning, off and on. Some are, some aren't. I believe that most of them have already hit their all-time highs or they've hit their year highs. We might be in for a treat. Maybe we'll see Nvidia come out with earnings next week that are beyond what anyone thought they could be, and the shares take a run to 155, and that would be a new high for Nvidia. Maybe they get to 160. But will Nvidia reach 170 or 180 or 190 in the next month? Do you believe that Nvidia is going to be able to earn enough money from sales and give a massive, happy, optimistic forecast for the next quarter and the next quarter and the next quarter, that every analyst in the world will say this company can go to $200 a share by the time summer rolls around? Do you think that's likely? It's a $3.4 trillion market cap company. In order for this stock to rise $60 a share from here, the stock has to rise 40%, which means the value of the company has to go up by $1.5 trillion in the next couple of months. Do you believe that every single hedge fund, mutual fund, pension fund, and retail investor will all put in market buy orders to buy Nvidia and run it to $5 trillion in market cap in the next 90 days? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Now, if you believe, well, Bruce, you're such an exaggerator, showman that you are, I have a feeling the stock could go up, but I don't think it's going to go to 200 a share, but it might go to 155, 160. If that's what you believe might be possible, and you're determined to make money on this stock without owning this stock, then rather than buying call options and trying your luck at that, you might want to do credit spreads and do call credit spreads 15, 20% ahead of the stock. You want to take this $140 stock and go 165, 175 on call credit spreads. You can always do put credit spreads if you think the worst is going to happen. 100, 110s, maybe down there, but your timing is only going to be a couple of weeks. And reality is, too, there's another smart way to play this game. If you truly are a credit spread writer, you're going to make your money on credit spreads. You know what you're looking for? The opposite of volatility. You're looking for boredom. You're looking for quiet times. You're looking for contracts that you've written that are out of the money, calls or puts. And what are you looking for? Shrinkage. You just look for these contracts to go to zero because they're way out of the money. And so actually what would be the best thing for you is if nothing happens to the stock that you write a credit spread on. That's actually the winning strategy of most credit spread winners. They write credit spreads on stocks that don't move enough in a short period of time, and these contracts, being so far out of the money, now become worth 5 cents each when they used to be $1, $1.50, $3 or whatever they were at one time. If you took in a 120 credit, you're looking to buy that thing back with a 20-cent credit. If you wrote it at an 80-cent credit, you might grab it at 15 cents credit. If you wrote them at 40 cents credit, you might let them expire worthless. It's all up to you. On Nvidia, it might be that you don't do anything with Nvidia now. You don't write any credit spreads on Nvidia right now. You take a total neutral stance and back off and go, after the earnings are out and the stock tells me what it's going to do now, then I will make my next credit spread trade. If the shares do go to 165 on a beautiful run up, you're going to write $195 to $200 credit spreads. You might write 210 to 220s. You can't believe I'm saying it, but you know deep down in your heart, I'm right. You're going to go, well, if it's 170 on the stock, I got to go 20% out of this thing. That's $34 ahead. I got to go to 205 because that is 20% ahead of the stock. That's just prudent, smart, conservative option writing. What are you after when you write a credit spread? You cannot make $1 million doing any credit spread trading. You can't. You can consistently make thousands of dollars Once you get up there with enough trades, enough contracts, you can make thousands and thousands of dollars every turnover. And you might have 3 turnovers a month on credit spreads. Every 10 days, you're doing credit spread turnovers on Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Amazon. Pick your Magnificent 7. Look for heavy volumes, tight spreads, and consistent returns on credit spreads. But right now, call credit spreads is where you want to be. I fear the downside of the Magnificent 7. I don't fear the upside. I fear the downside. So credit spreads on calls is where you want to go. Sure, if the shares want to back off, the minute you create a bunch of credit spreads on Magnificent 7 stocks, they start to back off 3%, 5%, 8%, nothing serious. They just slump. Your credit spread will collapse very quickly. You might be out of a credit spread in 3 days, 2 days. You'll create another one. It dies off, you'll create another one. You will take your 5 and 10% wins on your capital time and time and time and time again. And you'll double or triple your money every year. You will. And you will hold interest income on this cash you're sitting on if you're playing it right. Welcome to the party, pal. That's what we do here. I'm just so excited for you guys. The Big E is here, number 1. Doug is here. Chase, Rosita Parker. Michael's in the house. Dumped all my GameStop as soon as he tweeted. I won't touch it again. Shame. Sharon is here. James of the Misty Tree. Good morning. Lucky number 23. RJ is here. Eddie is here. Jared, Ed, Touchgrass. Good morning, everybody. Andre De La Torre is in the house. All is well. Weber is here. Margin call. Chad. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, there's a boycott of Walmart and Target among some other stores here in the U.S., says Vanessa. Touchgrass saying, hey, let's go. Mark, Chad, welcome. Corinne is here. Welcome, everybody. I have 6 deep in the money calls on GameStop that I wrote out of the money calls against 1 month out. Seems to be paying off, but not sure if I should find a different strategy. What are your thoughts? My strategy or my recommendation on GameStop is you sell the shares and you write cash secured puts. That is my recommendation. Or you go into put credit spreads. I don't fear the downside of GameStop, actually. I don't fear what I would call a massive, scary downside on GameStop. I fear actually a pop. I fear that it might pop up in price to $35, $40 in a week. I fear it and this is good news. And if you do sell the stock here and write cash secured puts, write 25s, write 30s, offer to buy the stock back for less than it's trading at right now, you will win handsomely. And you'll roll your puts to higher strikes. Keep offering to buy the stock back at a hefty discount, and you will get rich in the meantime, and you'll earn interest income while you wait. That's what I'd recommend you do. ALA, good morning, everybody. I'm number 49 on the thumbs up meter. Chad, Stephen, what kind of return are you getting with your GameStop strategy? About 11% a month so far. Not bad, huh? Not bad. But the stock is down. It's not in the 30s. It's in the mid 20s. But hey, you have to decide, which way you want to play this game. Your call option strategy, covered call strategy is fine. $26 a share, $25.87. It's a fine strategy. But for others of you, you could be in a position where you sell 5,000 shares of GameStop here for 125, 130 grand. Write cash secured puts on the stock and bring in another 40%, 35% on your value of your money. That is 50,000 more. Now you have 175, 180 grand in your account. Then pick up an ETF that pays 7-8% interest on that. Hello. Again, you've got to figure out the strategy yourselves, but this is what I'm trying to tell you. I think you can make a lot of money here, but it's okay. I feel sorry for rural Americans that only have a Walmart as a choice because Walmart ran out all the other stores. Says Jeff, I'm lucky enough to have better choices where I live, and I will never sleep in a Walmart. Tesla boycott 2. Sales are plunging worldwide. I wonder how far Tesla would need to drop before shareholders sue and force out the board and Musk. Jeff is asking these questions. Mark C. is here. Amy is here. Tucker Tech is here. How you doing, Tucker Tech? What's going on, buddy? Welcome all. Thank you, Amy and Mark, so very much. Anyway, there you go. Love Boat Captain loves what Jeff is saying. Jeff, good morning, everybody. Let's get that dough right now. Not in interest in your opinion, Captain Stubing. Goodbye. Love boat Captain. Yeah, the USA is the only country worth investing in. Canada and Europe are not serious anymore. There you go. Deep Value number 75. Thank you, Jeff Jr. Hey everybody, what's going on? Hey Deep. What can I say? Yeah, I don't know. Just, whatever. The man says, the things America could accomplish if they took a quarter of what they spend on the military, a quarter of a percent of what they spend on the military, and 5% of what they invest in other countries' problems, invested in our infrastructure. Now that would be something. Vildas, we just had an admin that invested a ton of money in infrastructure, and that will take another 10 years to play out. You'll notice how many jobs were created at JFK, at LaGuardia, and other airports around the USA, and of course bridges and what have you. But these are jobs that are not glorious. They're not glorious. They're not. What is it? They're infrastructure jobs. Does that excite people? I mean, are kids going to school today, and they're going to class, and you ask a grade 3, grade 4, grade 5 child, what do you want to be when you grow up? In the 60s, when I was in that world, fireman, I want to be a policeman, I want to be a doctor. Did they want to be software programmers? Did they want to be influencers? What the hell was that? Did I want to be Red Skelton and be the biggest star on television? Jerry Lewis? Did I want to be? No. Today, what do grade 5s want to be when they grow up? I want to be Kim Kardashian. I want to wear very expensive dresses and jewelry and makeup, and I want every other girl to adore me. That's what I want. Guys, I want to be Mr. Beast. I want to be the hottest YouTuber in the world. I want to be a celebrity. I see these people on television in the movies, and oh wow, they're just adored. That's what I want to be when I grow up. Do you want to be an infrastructure builder? You want to work on an infrastructure project, making America great again with new highways? Is that what you're aspiring to? Think about it. Touchgrass, hey, Deep Value, hey Jeff, good to see you here again. Jeff, unfortunately, it looks like the current administration is going to strip most of that infrastructure funding. We're going to see how this plays out. Unbelievable. Anyway, welcome everybody. Nice to have you here. What's going on? Let's talk about Sofi. I just did, so that's good stuff. What else? Thank you. What else is going on? Is people really upset out there? Oh gosh, are there people upset? So upset. But hey, what else is new? Guess who's president? Of course they're upset. You're not dealing with a uniter. It's not a uniter. Healing pain naturally. Jose, tell more, please. I hope you're right, Uncle Bruce. I sure hope you're right. Thank you everybody for being here. Let's see what else is going on. Welcome to the program. Good morning, everybody. Please become a member of this channel. We're going member only here in a minute. We love getting your commentary. Hope you enjoyed last night's show, Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. Number 89. DQ, I need a pill. Let's go. Yeah, set a stop loss on my Palantir stock after yesterday's live session. Boy, am I glad. Thanks, Bruce. Now what to do with this cash. And Mandu number 5. I'm number 89 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you, my friends, all of you, for being here. Thank you very much for the thumbs ups, your commentary. I'm glad to have you here. I just want you to make money. I have no political agenda. I just want you to make money. This channel gets 85% of its funds to be on the air from members. 85% of this revenue that I make from this channel, member revenue. It's not from advertising. Believe me, I don't attract tens of thousands of viewers with my rants. I help people, I believe, make money writing options. That's it. If you make money writing options and you're happy that I give you the idea, the incentive, the motivation, the whatever, then you become members of this channel. And there are people here who are Gold Bagel members going, this is the cheapest $25 a month I will ever pay to get this kind of advice, because no other channel tells me to do this stuff. No other channel on YouTube tells people to do what we're doing here. It's virtually impossible to find it. And I'm hanging out, like you say, I'm hanging out with other members of this channel who all write options. This is the family of option writers. I like this game, Bruce. Let's keep it going. Thank you. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Let's see what's going on. JJ, Trump says his administration will check Fort Knox to make sure there's gold in there. Well, that's good. Okay. Free range. Uncle Bruce, I'm the 95th thumbs up for you, sir. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for hitting these thumbs up buttons. I love it. What can I say? The man is saying, I just wrote 5 cash secured puts on BBAI with a $6 strike. 60-cent premium expires March 21st. Thank you for the 10% return in 30 days, says the man. There you go. Easy peasy. Why not taking the money? Why not? They're handing it to you on a silver platter every day in the option market. You have to take the gifts that are being handed to you. They're just handing you these gifts. You've got to take the money. You just got to. 10% a month is so massive. When you do the mathematics over 6 months or a year, the returns are just ungodly good. Really, really good. Thank you, everybody, for believing in this channel, for being members of this channel, contributing to this channel as members. My God, love it. You folks are helping others get rich as well, and that's why we're here. It's nothing personal. We're here to attempt to extract money from a stock market that has made millionaires into multimillionaires, multimillionaires into billionaires. And I'm trying to get you guys to a point where I can make you thousandaires, 50,000 100,000 100,000 600,000. Can I help you get to 900,000 to a millionaire? I don't know. Can I do it? Can it be done? Is it happening here? That's what we want. That's what I want to see happening here for all of you. I want you to become so well versed and comfortable as option writers that you can quit your day jobs anytime you want under your terms and conditions and not fear a layoff letter, a furlough campaign in your company. I want you folks to be able to just know deep down inside your bills are paid for the rest of the year. You have enough money in the bank for all your mortgage payments for the next year. You have enough money in the bank for all your insurance costs, your car payments. You've knocked off your credit cards. You've topped out your retirement accounts. You're building your retirement accounts to levels that were unthinkable 2 years ago. You now know at age 40, 45, 50, 55 that your retirement accounts are growing at such a pace now that when you do choose to officially take Social Security and not work for an employer, that you have income available to you from your own funds, from your own retirement savings, that will allow you to maintain the lifestyle you've always had, if not a higher lifestyle than you've had while you were working. Because there are too many people out there who are worried about a lower standard of living when they do retire because they have nothing saved for their future. Too many people like that. I don't know exactly what age you are. I don't know how much you got in the bank, but I want you kids to get rich. It's nothing personal. Jeff Glass, Dude, Charlie, Touchgrass, James, Free Range. Thank you all for the comments. Neat emojis. Here we go. Dude Face, look, I've been a member for 29 months. Quit your day job, buy the lessons, write options, beat your paycheck. There it is, right there. There it is in one line. Welcome to the party, pal, where people have quit their day jobs and said goodbye to their bosses forever. That BS is out of their lives. Richard Carlin, neat. Larry Titus, the markets are open, my friend. Everyone here is getting richer right now. As soon as the market opens, people around here get richer. Markets go up, markets go down, they stay the same. It doesn't matter. They get richer whatever direction the market goes. And right now the market is going lower. And so people are getting richer. Believe it or not. Call Credit spread writers are going, this is great. These stocks are dropping today. My call credit spreads are shrinking. This is great. They're dying. I love it. They're quoting Niedermeyer, Flounder. Boy, is this neat. Is this ever great? Oh, yes, indeed they are. It is wonderful. Those of you who are writing cash secured puts are going, hey, you want to come down? Exercise me. I dare you to give me Sofi at $13.75 a share. Come on. Make me buy it. I'll take it. No problem. None. Not an issue whatsoever. I will take whatever stock you want to hand me. You want to hand me Nvidia at $100 a share. You want to hand me Rocket Lab at $19 a share. You want to make me buy from you whatever stock at 20% lower than it's trading at when I wrote these cash secured puts. Bring it on. I got the money in my account. I'm earning daily interest on this dough. Come on. I dare you to make me buy. Go ahead. I'm ready. Go. Yeah, I'm ready. I got plans. No problem. DH Ruda. Nee. That's right. The knee emojis are coming in because the Knights of Knee are the all-powerful force behind this market. No other YouTube channel tells you that. Betcha. Not anybody. Welcome to the party, pal. It's nice to have you with us this morning. There are certain people that might not be joining us for the rest of their lives, but our friend here, he's hanging in there. We love you, Bruce Willis. Keep it going. Stay alive, my friend. Welcome to those of you who have broken out from the hell that you were stuck in for years and years and years and years. You found this channel. You took some classes from me. You've had a one-on-one with me, or two or three. You've hung out with the gang here. You're part of the Discord channel. You're on the Discord chat group. You're a Gold Bagel member and you want to join Discord, send me a private email. I will send you a link. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you're more than welcome to join the Discord group and hang out with option writers like these people. Look at the smile on that man's face. Oh, it's all good. Unfortunately, Mr. Takagi did not take the lessons. He did not learn the codes that were required to learn to become a successful option writer. And so Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the rest of his life. Sorry, Mr. Takagi. There you go. He did not want to learn the codes. We need the codes, please. Anyway, what can I say? Do the opposite and become this guy. This guy is a winner. Join him. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents and I write stock options in the basement. That guy is a guy you want to get together with. That guy's hot, believe it or not. When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some, you know what? And don't forget, your buddy Uncle Bruce is here. I worry when there's nothing to worry about. And some of you don't like it when I worry and I air my worries on this channel. You don't like it. You want me to tell you everything is fine. Well, sometimes it is, but there's just one thing you got to remember. Markets go up and markets go down. And do not make this man angry. Do not make this spiritual, all-powerful Knight of Knee angry. Not going to do you any good. Even Crusaders bow in front of the Knights of Knee. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for being here. I love it. I love that you're around. I want you to get rich, please. Rich. Harry, I've been renting ski houses and chartering sailboats for all of my friends with my Uncle Bruce money. I bought a new car. How about that? Deep value. Neat. Bilbus. But GameStop messing with it may make us some dough. Yeah. So look, you can sell the shares at $25.88 and write $25 cash secured puts. Do the math. Check out January 2026 expiry, $25 cash secured puts. Is it worth your while to write them? There's a way to figure it out. Look at the option chain and find out yourself. Is there money in them there hills or not? Should you consider writing $30 cash secured puts on GameStop expiring January 2026, maybe that is what you should be thinking about doing. You've got to take a look at this market and figure out what kind of returns you're going to haul in. Writing contracts on GameStop. Should it be cash secured puts? Should that be the way that you should be going? 2607 for the stock. I mean, hey, we're jumping around. What can I say? The Dow is down 132, S&P down 17, NASDAQ down 42 points, oil up 49 cents, SoFi down 32 cents at 1586. That is a bargain. From everything I know. ASTS at $30, even down 117, cash secured put time. Rocket Lab down 61 cents. GameStop is up 8 now. AI down 132. Super Micro is down 249 today. Still at 57.76. Unbelievable run. Nvidia up 78 cents at $140. Tesla down 460. Palantir down 647. MicroStrategy down 624. Costco down $16. A retailer watching the Walmart situation. Yes, indeed, watching Walmart. Google down 79. Apple up 131. Microsoft up 56. Intel down $7. Facebook down 59 cents. Meta. Amazon down 231. The spiders are down 159 at 611 now, just in the low 611s. So the SPYs have backed off a few dollars there. For those of you into credit spreads, watching that closely, triple Qs are down 114. Uber up 35 cents at 81.55, 81.54, something like that, up 38 cents. Adobe up 151. Cisco down 14. AMD is up 116. Unity is up 395 today. Very good day on Unity. Enphase down 34. Spire is at 11.86. We were at $13 in the pre-market. We're now at 11.86. So we're jumping around on Spire here. This is typical now. Moderna down 129. Pfizer up a nickel. IBM down 79. HPQ down a penny. Home Depot down 136. Vanex Semiconductors up 150. Goldman Sachs up $1. Boeing down 115. Target down 129. Another retailer. JP Morgan down 153. Walmart still down $6.04 at 97.96, 97.90. The low of the session now that we're open is 97.50 at the moment. And a PE multiple of 40 times right now on that stock. Much too high. Shouldn't really be over $40 a share, but it is. It's 97.58. They're going to show lower earnings next quarter. They're already admitting it. Disney down 18 cents. American Airlines down 6. DraftKings down 72. AMC down 4. And Royal Caribbean taking a hit today, down $12 a share on Royal Caribbean. 251.92. The year high, 277. We're now 252. What does this mean? Is this stock topped out already? And is there a pullback coming? Are we beginning to see the signs of a pullback that I fear and maybe expect might be about to happen everywhere? Are some of these stocks ahead of the market already backing off, and the markets are going to reflect that in the indexes shortly? Is that what's going on? I wonder if 493 S&P stocks are going to be under pressure, dropping 8, 10, 12% each, while the big magnificent 7 only dropped 2 or 3%, and the S&P doesn't look that bad, but 493 stocks do look bad. Is that what's going to happen here? I wonder. Well, time will tell. I'm not going anywhere at this point. You let me know what you think, folks. I'm loving this game. I love this game. Thank you, dude, for your 29 months of membership. I love you, man. I appreciate it so much. Giddy up, everybody. Mandu number 5. Neat. Stuart, neat. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Knee with knee emojis. This is what keeps your game going. Welcome, option writers, to the program. 268 of you are here. I haven't even mentioned my question of the day. Let's take a look at that. Thumbs ups meter was pushing, 100 or something not too long ago. We have 154 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. We have 265 votes on my question of the day. Here it is. I think the U.S. stock markets will be higher, lower, or flat by the end of this year. So at the moment, 47% of you believe the market will be higher. 33% of you say it'll be lower. And about 19% say it's going to be flat. Now, those who say it's going to be flat, some of you might be thinking, well, you see, it's going to hit records first, like it's been doing, but then it's going to give all that back at the end of the year. We'll be flat at the end of the year. Some of you are thinking, Bruce, yeah, between now and the end of the year, we're definitely going to be lower, but maybe not a lot lower. Some of you are going, we might be substantially lower. But 47% are saying higher, Bruce. 268 of you now have answered the question. 47 higher, 34% lower, 19% flat. So far, that is the result. Give me your opinion on that. I dare you to give me your opinion on that. Thank you again for the thumbs up today. So far, 159 have come in. We're only 41 away from 200. We hit 200 last night. The rerunners, those watching on the rerun, came through last night and hit the thumbs up button. Put us over 200. Thank you again so much, everybody. Appreciate it. If you're watching on a rerun, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching live, please hit the thumbs up button. Thank you all very much indeed. I like this game. I like it when you guys make money. It's nothing personal. I just want you to get rich. The Dow's down 190 now, 0.43 of a percentage point. The S&P down 17, NASDAQ down 28. It's not a catastrophically bad day, but there are deep concerns out there. A lot of those are private. They're not very public, but there are a lot of people out there kind of nervous about the rhetoric coming out of Washington. Let's see what happens. And we'll see what's going on. Sofi, 48-cent drop at the moment at 15.70. ASTS down 105 at 30.12. Rocket Lab down 97 cents at 24.96. GameStop still up 9, 26.09. It's the only one that's green on my main screen right now, just GameStop. AI down 133, SMCI down 80 cents, nothing serious there. It looks like we're coming back. Nvidia's up 74 cents. Tesla down 196, Palantir down 8.24. I wonder how much more that's going to go. MSTR is up 7.80. Costco up down $17, pardon me. Costco's down 18.23 to 1,044. Coinbase up $2. I'm choking up. Google down 60, Apple up 130, Microsoft up 289, Meta up 40, Amazon down 160. That is what I see on some of these big stocks. So welcome to the party, everybody. Jen is in the room. How are you, Jen? What? I'm here. What? How's it going, Annie, Jen?
It's good. I don't know if it's, I'm sure it's not the same in all of America, but in those northern states, I can imagine they're just as excited for tonight's game as Canada.
Oh, hockey fans. Hockey fans.
That's all they can talk about.
Canada versus the USA in Boston for the trophy to win the Nations Cup or something, the Four Nations Cup.
We had
a made-for-television hockey tournament by the NHL.
3 fights in 9 seconds, thanks to the Kachuk brothers, who, being Calgary Flame fans, we kind of like. Well, because Matthew played for us.
Matthew was the Flames draft choice. He went to Florida and won a Stanley Cup.
And the one Canadian guy they're talking to,
the other brothers in Ottawa.
Yeah, one in Ottawa, one in Florida. He's saying that he didn't fight Kachuk, and he didn't fight for hockey. He was fighting for the flag. I swear I could have done that better. Like we don't do this, people. We do this 1972. I guess it's time for another one.
Well, the only two times really that American hockey players and Canadian hockey players played hockey for their country where it was like really on the line actually was 1972, the Super Summit Series between Canada and the Soviet Union, the Red Army team. And then in 1988 in Lake Placid, the American hockey team, college kids against the Soviet Red Army. in 88, which was 16 years after 1972.
And then after that win, that emotional win when everybody except Russia in the world was cheering for them, they had to go and play another game. But the Americans, that wasn't the gold medal game.
Oh, the Lake
When they beat
Placid
Russia.
was just a round robin game in Lake Placid.
They had another game to play.
The Americans still had to play for the gold medal
Tell them what the
against
coach said.
Finland. No. You can watch the Disney movie and watch Kurt Russell quote the coach. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he doesn't say it in a Disney movie.
yeah, it is.
If you don't win this game.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But in Canada's case, it was the National Hockey League against the Soviets in '72, and if I recall, the National Hockey League at that time was 90% Canadian players.
Yeah.
And 10% other players. And I'm trying to remember if there was a Canadian hockey player for Team Canada in '72 that wasn't Canadian.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they were all Canadian.
I think they were all
Because
Canadian.
it was Team Canada, same as now. All of our guys, the USA.
Well,
team
in
is
Team
all
Canada
Canadian.
right now is Canadians,
Yeah.
but in '72,
It was like the NHL.
the Summit
against
Series.
Russians.
The Summit Series was basically the NHL against the Soviets, who had the better hockey players. And Canadians and Americans were convinced that the NHL players are the best in the world, because at that time the Red Army team wasn't taken very seriously, but they were after that.
They played in the Olympics.
That's right, but they were after that, and it took until 1988 for the Americans to beat the Soviet team once. After they had an exhibition game at Madison Square Garden a couple of weeks earlier, and it was 10-2 for the Soviets in New York, and that was hyped up to be a big game. Americans got their butts handed to them on that, but in Lake Placid they eked out a win.
Well, that happened to us in the Summit Series. We got our butts handed
The first
to us.
game in Montreal, Canada
Like,
lost
who are these
7-2. I think it was 7-2 or 7-3 in the first game.
It was like varsity against a high school team. We were so
We were
fast.
so bad.
They were so fast.
Well,
Their puck control was so amazing.
the Soviets in '72 were unbelievable. They were coming in with
They practiced.
equipment that high schoolers had. The skates were scuffed up, and the sticks were chipped, and their equipment was torn. Oh my God! These Russian players were being given equipment by the Canadians. Here's some CCM skates. Here's some real sticks. Here's some gloves. Hockey pants. These guys couldn't believe the quality of the Canadians' uniforms. What they were, it was unbelievable. It was
It was
absolutely.
like the Polish team that came into Canada. The Polish Canadian club raised money to buy them equipment.
Germans and the Austrians and the Swiss in the Calgary Olympics, the Winter Olympics in '88. All the local clubs for Germany and Denmark.
Czechoslovakia, Poland, Italy.
They all raised money for these guys to get them new, real hockey equipment. I mean, the best of '88. Oh, they had a party. They had a wonderful time. They weren't going to win any games. They weren't going to win any medals, but they were having a good time. They went home with brand new equipment.
That's when I fell in love with the Deutschland team.
The Deutschland team. Remember the
They
Berlin?
came to party.
The wall was still up in '88.
Yes,
There was still a Berlin Wall.
So
There
it
was
was-
East Germany and West
it
Germany.
was the Western.
Yeah, the West German team were the ones being looked after. Not that Germany needed the money. Germany was fine, but the equipment they had was second rate. But it wasn't the Germans that needed the help. It was the Polish team that needed. They were behind the
Yeah,
wall.
they had
The Hungarians and the
we weren't
Austrians and
helping
others.
the Russians.
It's unbelievable. That was insane.
So stay tuned tonight.
The
Big
game will be
game.
the
Big
game
game.
will be something. Yeah. Bobby,
Yeah.
sure wish my SMCI 34.6s would buy out. I want to raise to
Oh.
38.40s or 39.41s.
What's that now?
SMCI right now
57.
57.78. Stuart, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Morning,
Lorraine, good morning.
Stuart.
Lorraine, number 164.
Lorraine.
Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Morning, man.
Jeff Glass,
No,
Canada isn't
goodbye.
booing our hockey teams. Canada isn't booing our country, and they're certainly not booing us. They're booing Trump. As an American with
Exactly.
common sense, I hope they keep it up. There
Well,
you
and
go.
the nice Canadians are saying you don't boo their anthem. You boo the players every time they touch the puck.
It's
until this game is over, and then they go back to their teams,
Yeah.
and then they're one of us
Yeah,
again.
a bunch of these American boys will come back to their Canadian hockey clubs and keep playing their game and collect their $5-10 million a year.
Meanwhile, their kids are at home watching the game, going, "Mommy,
Mommy, why is Daddy being
why is
booed?
Daddy being
I
booed?"
thought they liked Daddy.
Asking the neighbor kid, "Why are you booing my dad?"
Why is Austin Matthews being booed? Isn't he a Toronto Maple Leaf? Wasn't he the leading scorer of the NHL last year? Why are they booing him, the poor boy? Yeah, manager's going, hello, is anybody home? Hello, I'm here, hello. We're down 258 on the Dow. We're down 0.58%, so we're dropping.
And I just want to say hello to all those people in Alberta who survived. They made it through, and the Chinook has come. The city of Calgary has temperatures from -15 to +2 right now.
Calgary,
It's coming.
in Fahrenheit right now is 22 degrees right now. They were minus 10,
Oh.
5, 10
It's been
Fahrenheit
cold for
all
too
last
long.
week. The high today in Calgary is 39. The high tomorrow, 40.
Yeah.
The high Saturday, 42. The high Sunday, 46.
And they're
all
saying
next week, mid 40s for the highs.
chances are very good that we will not go below 0 for the rest of February.
Mm.
Yeah.
So a warm front has hit.
So you
Calgary.
survived it.
They've survived the deep freeze at least 2
But
weeks.
today,
It was cold.
today is a hard day on buildings.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you have such a temperature shift, and it kind of screws up the trees too.
Yeah.
The trees go, "Wait, is it spring?"
Should I bring my leaves out?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Here in the desert, where it's hard times, we're going to hit 80 today. Sunday 82, Monday 83,
Little
next
bird.
Tuesday and Wednesday 86 for the high.
Little bird's just going
So
crazy.
we're going to have to turn the air conditioning on. It's going to be harsh,
No.
harsh conditions, tough times.
No, we set our air conditioner at 80. When it's 100 outside, 80 feels really good.
I was trying to build up the hype, and she just put the pin in my balloon.
That's right. Pop that balloon.
What can I say? 1534 on your SoFi. We're down 84 cents. Cash secured puts might be written today on good old SoFi. ASTS down 162. Rocket Lab down 157. SoFi isn't the only stock going down today.
How's Walmart doing now?
AI, by the way, down 182, and SMCI down 369. Walmart now is trading at 97.73, down 6%, down
Okay.
$6.27 a share.
8%, that's a healthy chunk.
Yeah, they were off 8% this morning, and the question is, will they immediately recover, or are they going to be under pressure for a little while?
I think they're good.
Because they have lowered their expectations to
Yeah.
the market.
Yeah,
That is a fact, Jack.
and I think that's just the first of many.
Target is next. Costco, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Amazon is the one. Everyone will watch Amazon's.
Yesterday at Costco,
numbers.
it was like COVID days with toilet paper, that we saw a lady coming out with 3 flats of eggs.
Oh.
And she's like, they've got them right now, but they're running low, and they've got to. limit
She didn't
on
mean
toilet
toilet paper. She meant eggs.
On eggs. Oh,
She meant eggs. Yeah, there were people buying these 24 packs.
Yeah.
They're allowed 3 maximum. So people are buying 3 at a time. And I'm thinking, what on earth are you doing with 72
How many
eggs?
children do you have?
You're a grandparent. You're living with your husband. There's 2 of you. What are you having? 2 eggs a day each? 4 eggs a day for
That
the
woman
next?
is baking.
Oh my God, ridiculous. It's so
I
stupid.
have no idea how long eggs last in a fridge, because we always eat them
Yeah.
before they
I don't
have a
know,
chance.
month. We bought 1 container, 24. We got eggs now for
I-
3
we
weeks.
put them in the fridge. My mom always kept her eggs in the egg basket on the counter.
Yeah, well,
But again, we had a fast little kids. Didn't take long to go.
didn't take long. It was 7 people in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, 7 people, 2 eggs each, 14 eggs at a time. Duh.
And she made her own bread, because that's what you did
Well,
then.
that was the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Make egg bread.
That was then. This is now. We have 286 votes in for the question of the day,
Okay,
and we have
what's the question?
167 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. The question is, I think the U.S. markets will be higher, lower, or flat by the end of this year.
Oh dear.
Higher, 46%. Lower, 35%. Unchanged, 19%.
Mm.
That is the opinion of 286 so far people who have answered this question today.
I think I might be with those flat people.
Okay, well, see.
It's not going to be a smooth ride getting there, but I think maybe you will. I don't know.
Well, it all depends on sometimes what commentary comes out of Washington will also decide where stocks are going to go. There's been some very interesting commentary the last 24, 48 hours.
The market hates indecision. That's the thing it doesn't like is uncertainty.
We're down 276 on the Dow. We're down 2/3 of a point now. S&P is down 37 points, 0.6 of a percentage point, and NASDAQ is the loser now, down 163, 0.8 of a percent. So NASDAQ is getting hit now, and it's accelerating. The losses are accelerating on the markets, and so those of you writing call credit spreads are smiling from ear to ear, going, Uncle Bruce, this idea of yours of writing call credit spreads 15-20% ahead of the markets, this is not a bad idea. These stocks have dropped and they're not getting any support today. Hey, I'll do that and let them shrink out because these are out of the money contracts. I will keep on writing. What should I have on my bagel today?
I don't know. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Even though it feels like it might be Wednesday, it's Thursday.
Yeah, short week, right, everybody? What to do? I'm thinking ham and cheese.
Are you?
With a nice dab of Felipe's to really get the sinuses going.
Okay.
So I think that's the way. Thank you to Kent's mom, Kent and Kent's mom, for bringing back from LA one of those Philippe hot mustards. It helps clear those sinuses. I tell you, it's the best.
You can show them how much we've used.
Oh yes, we're here's the Felipe's bottle. We're down to here now. We've gone from here to here in usage. Philippe's. Here it is. I think you can order this on Amazon. I'm not 100% sure. But I bet you can get this on Amazon. The LA original since 1908. This restaurant has been in business. French dip sandwiches. Yeah, it's hot, but good. Oh yes.
It's horseradish hot.
Oh, it's
not jalapeno.
Oh yeah, it's this stuff. You better be careful. You walk into that restaurant and you order a double dip roast beef or a double dip French dip a roast pork sandwich. Those are the two top sandwiches they sell. They have containers of this stuff where you can drip it onto your sandwich. Be careful. Don't think this is mayo or ketchup where you do that. Oh, no. What you do is you put a little dab on your plate first. And you take your pinky and you just dip it and do that. And then you go, whoa, okay. Then you realize how little you put on your sandwich. Because, boy, you start sweating in no time. There, the entire, you get the Kleenex going. Oh, yeah, people are blowing their nose on that plate. They're walking out clear-headed, as you can imagine. They come in all foggy, but they leave clear-headed. If they use enough of this stuff, it doesn't take much. Thank you again, everyone, for your support of this channel. Welcome all, and it's nice to see you here. Who else is here? Let's see. Comments are coming in. Zed Estate, bagel time. Henry, market drops half a point today, Uncle B. Cannon on the Hill. I agree, Jeff. Trucker Tech. Uncle Bruce, I have put credit spreads on Rocket Lab for $25 expiring next Friday. Stocks at $24.28. I have been holding them for 2 weeks, and I'm wondering if I should roll or hold for now. Well, check your option chain and see if if you go a month further out or 2 weeks further out, can you shift for a bigger credit? Can you shift and make it more profitable for you, even at the same price? Or can you slip down a little bit and back it up? Beach Boy, Sofi, July 18, cash secured puts, 16s. At $232, so July cash secured puts at $16 are offered. You can get $232 for those. So put up $1,600 and collect $232 for July expiry cash secured puts. Interesting stuff. SoFi 15.19, so they're worth 81 cents, and they're going for 2.32, $1.50 premium. Not a bad return over there. Beach Boy Hope Antigen approves with yesterday that 100. Flint unwashed eggs last 2 weeks. Cannon on the Hill, unwashed eggs don't have to be refrigerated. B Tizzle, you can freeze egg yolks in an ice cube tray too. Walter, good morning, Auntie Jen. B Tizzle, it looks like gross. It looks gross, but tastes the same. Chad, that's close to the money, trucker. Earnings are next Thursday. Maybe we'll see a price spike and you can just let them expire. Where Chad is talking about credit spreads on Rocket Lab. They come out next week. The stock could well be $30 next week. We're 24.03 on Rocket Lab right now, so if you've got a couple of weeks' time, you don't have to move today, but keep an eye open for an opportunity if it presents itself, especially if we get more money. Flint, cashmere soap for the eggs, Beach Boy is asking. Ricardo, when there was a snowstorm coming, I laugh at people buying all the eggs, bread, and milk, French toast for days, says Ricardo. Henry, clowns from the White House. What's that?
So I was never really a big French toast fan.
Yeah, we've never been massive French toast fans. Yeah.
Give me syrup. I want a pancake under.
Yeah, I want a pancake. Or waffle. Yeah, baby. Belgium.
You have a French toast and you put peanut butter on it. Oh, and then a little bit of that Rogers corn syrup. Oh, those people in Alberta know what I'm talking about. That is so good.
Rural folk.
When you mix it together, it changes the consistency of the peanut butter to like cement. But it's so good.
Ooh, yummy. Crunchy. Ricardo, never mind, Jeff. Nvidia and Rocket Lab earnings next week, hoping for them to spike up and I'll unload them. Then I'll be all cash except for SoFi. Kent's mom, you enjoy that Philippe's hot mustard. I will. Charlie, wow, a sea of red today. Yeah, we got a down day today, which means my viewers are getting richer. All those call credit spreads shrinking out. All those covered call options written are shrinking out. Giddy on up. People here looking at writing cash secured puts today. There are some opportunities that are being presented to some of my people here, and they're going, I like this idea of this huge cash injection with these puts. 390 point drop, 404 point drop on the Dow now. Now we're getting some down momentum, down 0.9 of a percentage point on the Dow. We're down 0.82 on the S&P. To 50, down 50 points on the S&P 500. We're down 217 points on NASDAQ, a 1.1% drop on NASDAQ. We're dropping off now a little more. Folks are concerned about future earnings and proposed policy changes. They don't like what they hear. Oil is up 35 cents. There it is. Walmart and Boeing are the losers today on the market. Jeff, I've got a bunch of $22 Rocket Lab cash secured puts expiring next Friday. That seemed very comfortable. Now I'm wishing I had closed those things. Splair received too much PI network cash from mining with phone. That's why everything is down. Okay. Deep value. Citadel strategy involves front-running NASDAQ short sales, amplifying volatility to profit. They monitor trades that sell into weakness year-round, says Ross Gerber. Okay. Splair, anyways, have a relaxed day. You all take care, Splair. Enjoy, my friend. Get richer out there. SoFi, 1530, down 88. ASTS down 198 to 29.20. Rocket Lab down 169 to 24.24. GameStop, $26, unchanged. AI down 199 to 28.78. SMCI down 269 to 57.56. Nvidia down 141. Tesla down $10.29. Palantir down 13.40 to 98.66. MSTR up a nickel. Costco down $26 to $1,036. We got Coinbase down 505. Matterport down 2. SmartRent down 4. ME up 3. Google down 210. Apple up 32 cents. Broadcom down 286. Microsoft up 14 cents. Intel down 82 cents. Netflix down $21 to $1,021. Meta down $7. Lilly up $5.93. Amazon down $3.93. The spiders are now at $608.40, down $4.50 today. Any of you out there with credit spreads, fold your arms, watch the shrinkage. They got up to 613.23 yesterday. 613. We're now 608, and we're falling. There you go. Just saying, Qs are down $5. Uber down 30 cents. Adobe down $2.94. Cisco down 32 cents. We have a down day. AMD is up 9. Unity up 341. Bucking the trend at the moment. Unity, it is maybe they released something. Fourth quarter earnings preview. Street expects 29% decline in revenue. I don't know. Did Unity say something better? The stock is up. Enphase down 40 cents. Spire down 89 cents at 11.69. Moderna down 128. Pfizer's up 15. IBM down 158. HPQ down 16. Home Depot down 323. Vanik Semiconductors down 27. Goldman Sachs down $13. Boeing down 416. Target down 98. JP Morgan down 480. Walmart down 656 to 97.44. Disney down 89 cents. American Airlines down 39 cents. DraftKings down 196. AMC off 11. Royal Caribbean down $24 a share today. 10% loss on Royal Caribbean. Don't know the reason, but it is under pressure today. There you go. 407 drop on the Dow Jones right now. It's approaching a 1% loss on the Dow. S&P down 0.75 point, and NASDAQ down 1% at the moment. Teslas in Europe are not selling well. Teslas in Canada don't seem to be selling well. There is talk in Canada about a 100% tariff on Tesla automobiles into Canada. That is being talked about as a retaliatory measure against the United States. Canadians are pissed off up there, and they're really getting radical about this thing. Being pushed around. They don't like being pushed around. And they're going, you know what? Screw these guys. Don't buy their product for a while. Make it hurt. Don't bring in anything from Kentucky. Don't bring anything in from Tennessee. Don't bring anything in from any red state. Make them pay for what's coming at us. It's all we've got. It's our money. Why keep it? Why not send it? Keep it in house. I'm just reflecting what's being said. I don't want tariffs on anything. I believe the best thing we could do is have no tariffs on any goods between states and between provinces and between countries. I think Canadians and Americans and Chinese people and French and German and anyone else should be able to buy and sell between each other and let the best producer make the money and the worst producer go out of business. That's all I want. I don't want freebies. I don't want handouts. I don't want tax dollars to be raised to give other people breaks, special interests. I don't. That's not what I want. But hey, I'm just a guy holding a bagel in front of my hands that has just got toasted here with ham and cheese on it. Just a guy hoping you guys make a lot of money. That's all I am. I'm not a politician. I don't set these standards. Just a guy trying to get you to get richer so that you become members of my channel and keep me on the air. It's all
just keep on keeping on.
I'm just keeping on. We're down 448 on the Dow now. 1% drop on the Dow. Let's check out this ham and cheese toasted sesame seed bagel with Philippe's hot mustard on here and see if Uncle Bruce's sinuses will clear up today.
Oh, pretty sure. The bagels are holy. They've got holes in them. And so you're going to find little swimming pools of Philippe's. They're caves of Philippe's.
There's a little bit of a bite there.
Is it just a little bit?
And it adds up.
I want you to know it's there.
It has the effect of starting small and then bit by bit.
I put it on both sides. I mean, I can always just put it on one.
Bit by bit, it has the effect First, you feel it at the back of the throat. You feel that bite back there. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're saying.
Mm. Oh yeah, no, that's good. And it begins the slow march into the sinuses, allowing one to begin to attempt to breathe. Mm-hmm. And it gets through the sinuses, and you feel the top of your head start to get a little warm. Mm-hmm.
It's all good, Mom.
Mm.
It's
Delicious.
all good.
Delish. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Fantastic. We're down 1% on the Dow, down 0.85 on the S&P. We're down 1.1 on the NASDAQ exchange. All three are falling. Oil up 28 cents a barrel. That's it. Nothing on oil. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everybody. Jeff, Wall Street was in favor of this guy, and now he's delivering all the chaos he promised, and Wall Street is like, whoa, 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 too much chaos. Jeff, resale value on used Teslas is plummeting too. A friend wants to unload his, but now he owes more than it's worth. Lisa, hello, Uncle Bruce and family, checking in from Tokyo, Japan. It's past midnight, but I'm up taking lovely profits from various covered calls.
Lisa, she's a party girl now.
Way to go,
Staying
Lisa.
up all night.
40% profit realized off of Palantir May 155 covered calls. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. You just keep up the good work, man. This is so nice. Lisa, keep it going. I love it.
Keep on keeping up.
You know what I don't see? I do not see Lisa taking a day job anytime soon from anybody. No. Way to go. This is beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Henry, GOP getting hit by Wall Street today. We haven't even started. This isn't going to be a one-day thing. This isn't going to be a one-day wonder move. There's more coming. There's a whole bunch of smart money going, wait a minute. Whoa. Do I really want to be exposed into this? Do I really want to be vulnerable here? Why would I? No. Hey, if interest rates are going higher this year, why wouldn't I take the yield from Wall Street? I'll take Americans' tax money by taking interest, because that's income tax that they pay, that pays the interest on the bonds. I'll take Americans' tax money from interest. Thank you very much. I don't need to own Walmart with a 1% yield. I don't need this crap. I don't need a 2.5% yield from IBM. Forget that. I'll write cash secured puts on this stuff. I'll write credit spreads on the call side on this stuff. I'll make my money off of IBM and Walmart by letting them give me shrinkage. I'll take it. Oh, no problem. But I'm also going to take interest. Thank you, American people, for paying your interest on time. I like this game. Man, oh man. Lisa, to deal with the time difference in New York, I set some stink bids. Go to bed and then I wake up with free money. I love this game. I like this game, Bruce. Oh, this is so much fun, says Lisa. Having a good time in Tokyo. I love it. I'm just so proud of you. This is beautiful. Really nice. Way to go, Lisa. Tom says, GameStop, Jan 26, $30 cash secured put. They gave me $9.75. Wow. GameStop trading at $26.19. And Tom is willing to buy the stock back for $20.25. That is how charitable Tom is. He puts up $3,000 and gets $975 in cash, which means he's willing to pay $20.25 for GameStop, which is trading at $26.18 right now. That's how nice Tom is. Tom is now sitting on $3,975, and he can earn interest on that money. In the meantime, nice, smart. How many of you have you got 1,000 shares of GameStop? You could easily pull 10 of these together if you do a few rollover trades. You write your first batch and then you take that money and write a couple more. You'll have 10 written. You got 5,000 shares of GameStop. You can add 33% cash to your account value right now. Hello. I did 3 of them. I did 3. This is so nice. I took $9,000 and they gave me $2,800 and whatever dollars. Yeah. $2,925 was handed to him for $9,000 in cash. Nice. Tom. It's called making money, buddy. This stock goes to $30 a share. Those are worthless. $30 a share. Those puts have no value. Only time the stock goes to 35 on any kind of a run, any kind of a meme, any kind of a posting on Instagram by anybody. This stock could go to $35 a share, and those are 5 out of the money. He will roll those to 35s. He might roll them to 40s, and then he's going to add another $10,000 to his account, or $5,000, or whatever the number is. It's awesome. It's available for all of you. All of you. It's just sitting there. Just a guy. I'm just a guy. I like this game. Way to go. Tom and Lisa and so many others of you taking the money. Free, easy money. How many kids out there this coming year in September are going to go to college in America knowing that the likelihood is for the next 4 years to graduate from that college, they need $100,000 a year, because with inflation, the costs go up 5-10% a year. So, and the 4th year is going to be $115,000. I mean, come on, let's get real. They're going to be between $300,000 and $400,000 in the hole upon graduation in 4 years. How many kids know this going in? You think they have pressure in their lives when they graduate? Wow. Just wow. How many of you have been here for a year or 2 or 3? You took 4, 6, 8, 10, all 18 lessons I've made. You've hung out with us here for hours and hours and hours over the years, and you're hauling in $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month in revenue, $20,000 a month in revenue from option writing. And it's easy now. It's like second nature to you. You're just writing an option. There's nothing to it. This is so easy. I can't believe how much money they hand me. 3 cash secured puts on GameStop can bring you $2,900. How long does it take to do that? 15 seconds? 20 seconds? That's what we're talking about. $2,900. That's enough to buy 14 classes. I only have 18. It'll take Tom, if he hasn't watched a single class, I doubt that's the case. For Tom to watch 14 classes of my classes, it will take him 3 weeks, easily, maybe a month, because you got to absorb it and watch them twice and 3 times. Tom, for the rest of his life, is going to haul in this kind of money from his positions, from his cash balances. Tom is going to be sitting there every month going, oh, they just paid me this much interest. I got all this interest this month. Oh, man, I've never had this much interest come in before. Entering a new world. And this is with $9,000. I mean, we're talking chump change, people. If you got $90,000, you can bring in $29,000 from GameStop $30 cash secured puts. Hello. An opportunity is being handed here to every single option writer. It's just waiting. I can't believe that people don't take advantage of this. When you know how it works, if you've been here a while and you know how cash secured put writing works, how credit spread writing works, you've done it. You can even do it in practice accounts. Any of you don't believe that Tom is doing the right thing, open up a practice account and write 3 cash secured puts using $9,000 of pretend money and bring in the 29.25 pretend money and sit there now and fold your arms and watch that trade over the next week or 2 or a month. See what happens with it. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe Tom. Just do it yourself for free, risk-free. Some of you have done that in the past. You're now writers. You don't need any more practice anything. You know exactly what you're doing. Congratulations. Option writers. I like this game. This is kind of fun. Man, oh man, oh man. Tom, you know what? Japan is on my list to visit. I need some money. You need to do 5 of those, and you can go to Japan quite comfortably. That's all it would take. Bobby, should I do I should do a 4th one now. Lisa, Tom, now is the time to visit Japan with the yen so low. It's a magnet for tourists. Bobby, or the 27 strike if you don't want to put more money in. There you go. Bobby, how long is the flight to Japan from New York City? Who cares? Go business class. Tom, I know. That's right. I know, Lisa. I have been watching. I want to buy a watch. Their prices are unbelievable. Tom, Bobby, I have a lot of cash locked up the next couple of weeks. Once these trades are done, I will be doing more. Jeff Glass, we spent $130,000 cash putting our kid through college. If I had known about option writing, I would have just set him up with a brokerage account and that with that cash instead. Lisa, you only need to spend 5,000 yen, 25 pounds in one shop to get a 10% tax back as a foreigner. By the way, there's advantages there to this. Trucker Tech, I rolled most of my Rocket Lab position to a 24 strike March 7th, brought in an additional $5,000. Let's see how that goes. Nice going, Trucker Tech. Nice going. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Doing a rollover, what brings you more money, there you go. Giddy up. Jay Gill, closed most of my put spreads I had open except for the ones I close tomorrow. Call spreads from now on. Gia Truda just wrote call credit spreads on Meta. 737.5 to 740s for March 7th. I mean, that is, what's that, 2 weeks? Two, brought in 40 cents on a 250. So you put up $250 and got 40 back on calls. The all-time high of Meta was 740. That's the all-time high. Wow. Meta right now is trading at $700 a share. So he's $37.50 out of the money with 2 weeks, and he's going to bring in 40 cents on $250, which is 16% on your money for 2 weeks. Nice going, dude. Well done, sir. Well done. If you did 10 of those, you need $2,500. That'll bring you $400 return. For $2,500, you'll make $400. For $10,000, you'll make $1,600 with 10 grand on this trade. Do it in your practice account. If you don't think this is any good at all, do this in your practice account. If you like this trade, do it in a practice account. Go ahead, do that trade in a practice account, and then fold your arms and see what happens. What's wrong with this? Nothing is wrong with this. Nothing whatsoever. Wonderful. Where you go, man? Nice going, guys. The Dow's off just under 1%. S&P down 2/3 of a point. NASDAQ down 3/4 of a point. There's a little buy wave coming in. I don't know how strong it is. Don't know if it'll work very much. We'll see. Mm, 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 mm. I might have written 40 of those. It's called Making Money, man. Using 10 grand to pull in $1,600. 2 weeks. I like it. Is Facebook going to hit new all-time highs in the next 2 weeks? All-time highs. Over 740. I don't think so. I'm a little doubtful. A little tiny bit doubtful. Meta right now has a $1.7 trillion market cap. $699.95 a share. Is it going to go to 2 trillion market cap in the next 2 weeks? Is there something Meta can say, something Meta can announce, something Meta is going to shock the world with that's going to make that stock reach a new all-time high in the next 2 weeks, in 10 trading sessions or whatever the numbers is? I'm doubtful. Mm, 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 mm. I will say, since chomping on this bagel, there's been improvement in Sofi, ASTS, Rocket Lab, GameStop, AI, SMCI. They're all bouncing up off their lows. Nvidia, Tesla, Palantir, MSTR, Costco. They're all better. They're not hitting new all-time highs or anything like that. They're just better. A little bit better. But I'm running on a bagel. So I don't know how much more there is to this little rally. Just a guy in front of a computer. Chad, Rocket Lab, $25 strike, and GameStop, $25 strikes for cash secured puts for Jan 26 are paying 33% for BRLB and 24.6%. So, wow. Nice, Jeff, bagel time. Neat. Sean, get another bagel, Bruce. The markets are going up. Keep eating a bagel. Get more, Uncle Bruce. Get more bagels. Just keep chomping on bagels, please. There you go. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Love those sesame seeds. Oh boy. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Trucker Check saying hi to Jen.
Hi, Trucker Jen. Let's him go down the highway.
Bruce, if you put on weight and got up 300 pounds, the market would rocket.
So in his cholesterol level.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us day in and day out. We're up 20 cents on GameStop. It was up 33 a minute ago. 26.18 on GameStop. It's the only green stock I have on my first page at the moment. Not much to get excited about there, but it is a down day today, which means calls are falling, call credit spreads are backing off. There's all kinds of opportunity. Do not be fooled. Do not fall for the trap that so many gullible people are falling for about this talk about a $5,000 Doge dividend check to all taxpayers of the United States. It ain't going to happen. There ain't no way in hell that a $5,000 check is going to go
God,
to.
I hope they don't actually send a check.
Well, that's what they call
Can
it.
you imagine how much it would cost them?
Yeah. Don't be believing that that's going to be a happening. I did read an article last night about this, where one economist said if you gave out $5,000 checks to all households in the United States, tax-paying households, the effect on inflation would be catastrophic, because most people who get this money, probably 85% of those who get this money, would need to spend it right away on bills they're behind on, things they need badly that they've been putting off, and they will run out and spend it right away. Within a week of getting that $5,000, they'll have spent that money. For many Americans, unfortunately, this won't bail them out of the nightmare they're in. There are, of course, many, many, many millions of people who are in debt to their credit card companies to the tune of $10,000 to $100,000. There are people carrying $60,000 debit balances on their credit cards. This 5Gs will barely make a dent, but it will immediately go back into the economy, immediately go back in there. And the pundits are going, oh, this is going to be great for the economy. This is great for the economy because you're putting all these billions of dollars into spending and you'll create all kinds of jobs. And yeah. What the business owners will say, the hairdresser downtown or in your local shopping mall, your dry cleaner, your shoe repair guy, your local mechanic down the street, even franchises, restaurants, car repair shops, tire stores, the Walmarts of the world, the Targets, the Costcos, they will all agree that a bunch of this money will come through their front doors and people will acquire things or get services done for the money. But the money runs out. This isn't $5,000 a month. This isn't $5,000 every 3 months. This is a one-off. And a one-off does not give you a sustainable business. It just helps for the moment, and then it just filters away. And so you have an inflation bump because you have a need for services in a hurry, and then the services stop getting required because they run out of the cash. And now we're back to we end up with higher prices and inventory all over the place that people misguided or misguessed on. And we have even other problems. Now, I'm not suggesting that people shouldn't get a $5,000 dividend. Wouldn't that be great for a household, mom and dad with 2 kids to get $5,000 in the house? Oh yeah. But this, you cannot pin your hopes for a wonderful 2025 or 2026 on a $5,000 check. If you need a $5,000 check to make or break your life, your economic life, you are in trouble. You are in big trouble. 5,000, you got to be able to make much more than that. That's $400 a month, $410 a month, 20 a month. That's chump change. It's $100 a week. 100 a week will change your life completely? I don't think so. But writing options for $5,000 a month, now you're talking. You get a Doge check from option gamblers every month for $5,000 writing options. Now you're talking $60,000 a year for the next 10 years, $600,000 of added income coming into your hot little hands if only you bring in $5,000 a month and don't increase it. That changes lives. Yes, it does. Anyway, there you go. Unity up 21%, says Beach Boy. Jeff Glass, I believe that would cost $1.7 trillion. DH sounds like COVID. Jeff, and Doge has only cut $5 billion in expenses so far. They're talking about a $1.7 trillion handout. Lisa, I'm selling cover calls on Unity, June 32s and August 36s. Giddy up. Unity right now is sitting at 26.34, up 480. You're writing 32s and 36s. Giddy up. For June, Bobby, you need the 24/7 bagel stat. Jeff Glass, people are now calling Musk a Doge bag. Vilbus, Musk is a legit Bond villain at this point. Bobby Atkinson, Doge bag, that's a good one. Tom, happened with the bike industry during COVID. Production went up with the demand. Now inventory everywhere, and bike producers are going out of business. Exactly right. Yeah, vehicles.
Leave the market alone. The market will be fine.
Leave the market alone. Let people take that 1.7 trillion and reduce the tax burden on Americans. Don't give them cash. Take the tax rate for the lower group, 75,000 and lower. Reduce their tax bill by $1.7 billion. Make the first 50,000 you make in America tax-free. Now you've changed the economy forever. Now it's a whole different ballgame. Now this 100, 200, 300 a month and fewer taxes people are paying, those who are paying taxes, will have a little extra spending money and motivation to keep earning more money. Now you're talking. But the other thing you could do with 1.7 million in tax in expenses is keep everything the same and bring the deficit down 1.7 trillion dollars. What is it now? 25 trillion, 32 trillion. Start with that. I'm just wondering. But let's go 5 years first. Why don't we have 5 years of 1.7 trillion in cuts go feed into the government so that the government borrows 1.7 trillion less a year for the next 5 years in a row? You know what that does to interest rates? Lowers interest rates. If the government doesn't need to borrow $8.5 trillion in the next 5 years, that means bond buyers will chase bonds to get a yield. They will raise bond prices, lower interest rates, make the economy that much stronger, make it that much easier to buy a house with a 5% mortgage, a 4% mortgage, get a new car at 7% interest instead of 12% interest. Hello, everyone wins. But right now, you want to just hand it out and then have them spend it in 90 days, 60 days, and then it's all gone? Create an inflation environment? I mean, for some, it's a godsend. For others, it makes no difference. But for the economy as a whole, it hasn't got the lasting impact you want because the deficit is the same price. It's the same level. You haven't lowered the deficit. You've got to apply this. It's a long-term game plan. Unfortunately, we have short-term thinkers in power positions. And why? Because they watch polls. Poll results come out every day, every week. Positions change based on the polls. There is no long-term thinking here. How can you count on anything, I wonder? Okay. All the Doge tax cuts are going to extend the tax cuts for the wealthy. Tom, 1.7 trillion in infrastructure and Vilbus. They sure aren't paying down the federal deficit. Jeff, oh no, Bruce. The Republicans are so very concerned about the deficit, are planning to borrow $4 trillion to give tax cuts to the rich and the corporations. That's how much they care about the deficit. Jay Gill, DH, I copied your trade. Great find. Thanks, Uncle Bruce, for all you do. Take the lessons, folks. John says, do it. Jeff, no, not oh no. I mean, oh no. One, I think I just sold another Rocket Lab cash secured put. Jeff, typing in this tiny YouTube window on my phone is very difficult, Bruce. One, neat. H. Gregory, 180, Uncle Bruce, 180 thumbs ups now. They're coming your way. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups, and appreciate you hanging out with us. Have you answered my poll question today? Where are we at? 322 of you have answered the poll question today. Thank you very much, everyone. We have 181 thumbs ups right now, officially. Thank you for that. The poll question, I think the U.S. stock markets will be higher, lower, or flat by the end of this year. 46% are saying the market will be higher, 35% lower, and 19% say it'll be flat. It'll be right where it is right now. It'll be no higher, no lower. That's a good result. That's a very fair, representation. The thing is,
that is a true representation. Most people are still very optimistic about the market.
Yeah, exactly. They're thinking, hey, markets could go higher. Well, that's the thing. People think long. They only think one direction. They only think higher. Anyway, there it is. It be what it be. Thank you all for joining.
Stocks, merchant stocks.
Thank you for joining Auntie Jen and myself. Appreciate you all being here today. It's a wonderful thing that you're here. Thank you for those of you who are members, those of you who have upgraded your membership, have become gold bagel level members instead of regular members. Appreciate you. If you're subscribing to the channel, thank you for subscribing to the channel. It all helps, and it all just is a wonderful thing to know. We have friends out there. We have a family that's growing, a family of moneymakers in this crazy market we're watching right now. Insanity. Thank you, everyone, for being around. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to finish this show up here. 181 thumbs ups last I saw. Hopefully they keep coming in. We just need 19 more to get to 200. Very close to 200 thumbs up. 182, another one just came in. Thank you for that. And let's take a look at some quotes here as we finish everything off here. We are now on Rocket Lab. We're down 168. Sofi down 85. GameStop is up 14. Matterport down 2. 23andMe is up 5 cents. Spire down 41. Back to 12.17. It's come back. ATI Physical Therapy, 106 a share, up a penny. Smart Rent down 4 at 151. Apple is up just 6 cents. Tesla down 760. Microsoft up 230. Alphabet, Google down 160. Amazon down 370. Nvidia down 45. Meta down 485. Make it 495. Super Micro down 338 to 56.87. ASTS down 118. AI is down 189. Palantir down 11.80 to $100.26. We were under 100 a while ago. MicroStrategy up 72 cents. Unity up 436 to 25.83. Goldman Sachs down $27 a share. Cisco off 47 cents. Spider down 415 to 608. That's interesting because with Goldman off and other Walmart off, that is hurting the Dow market. It's hurting the S&P. So down goes Spider, 608 after hitting 613 yesterday. Netflix down $20 a share. Pfizer down 3. Triple Qs are down $4. Arc Innovations down 230. IBM down 85 cents. Uber down 15. HBQ down 12. Home Depot down 217. Vanik down 43. Adobe down 235. Enphase down $1.20. There you have it. There's the story. I'm sticking to it. This is what we got right now as we're watching this market go through its, highs and lows. The Dow's down 515 points, down 1.1%. A definite negative move on the top performers for the Dow. Merck is up 1.5%. Johnson & Johnson up 1%. Microsoft is only up 0.58%. Amgen 0.5 point. Chevron 0.47. Verizon is up 1/3. Nike up 1/3%. Procter & Gamble up 5/100ths. And Apple up 3/100ths%. Losers. 1/4 point down. IBM 1/3 point down. Nvidia 0.5 percentage point. Coca-Cola, Home Depot, Visa 2/3 point lower. Caterpillar, Salesforce 3/4 point lower. Sherwin-Williams, Honeywell, Cisco, a 1% drop approximately. Walt Disney, McDonald's, 3M, 1.25%. United Health Group, 1.5%. Travelers and Amazon, over 2% down. Boeing, approaching a 3% loss. American Express, almost 4% drop. JP Morgan, down 9.45. Goldman down 4.25%, down $28, and Walmart down 5.93, off 5.7%. The stocks hurting the Dow the most: Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, American Express, then Boeing, also Walmart. These guys are hurting the Dow the most, and we're now off 505 points on the Dow Jones index. There you have it. 1.1%. It is the loser at the moment. All right. Nothing personal. It's just business. I don't mean anyone any harm. Thank you all for joining me. Write those cash secured puts, kids. Write those cash secured puts. Jeff Glass, Uncle Bruce, I don't really need to get rich. I just want to have enough to replace my income from my job. 30 years is enough working. I'm tired. Absolutely good plan. Henry, I oversold today. Uncle B, Tom, I am the exact same, Jeff. My 2010 VW will do me. Just want to spend my time on myself, not for someone else. Well, there you go. These are great objectives to go for. When you get there, you'll figure out what's next. It's all fine. Take the dough, grow your account, grow your revenue, change your life, and make it the number one priority. Make it you. Don't make your number one priority your job. There you go. Kids, I'm going to say my goodbyes. Jen is going to run and answer a telephone, so she can't say goodbyes. Have a wonderful rest of the day today. We'll keep an eye on these markets as well. We'll see what's going on. Get richer. Thanks again for all your support. We'll see you first thing in the morning tomorrow. And we'll catch you later. Bye.